Hi everyone, this is Neel, Raithatha, consultant, audiologist and director of WAXscope. Thank you for joining me in another video using the WAXscope, and this is a really challenging case. So for a patient who openly admitted to using a cotton bud, also known as a cotton swab, I believe, across the pond, or Q-tip even, and they were in severe pain. Obviously the hearing wasn't great at all, and their close friend actually attended the week before and recommended me. And so this wax is lodged right up against the eardrum, and I've just got to be careful that when I touch the surface I'm not applying too much pressure, because it's going to then push the tail end of the wax even more up against the eardrum. So it's a very delicate positioning of the suction tip. You're almost kissing the surface of that impacted wax. But I'm just getting some skin out of the way first. Quite a narrow ear actually, but I managed to use the size 2 specular, or medium size. Now, in previous videos, you would have I've explained it quite a few times. Our ears are more oval shape, so the height is greater than the width. Now, this patient's ear canal is still somewhat oval, but it's almost circular, so the height isn't significantly greater than the width. And near the entrance, the roof of the ear canal, the cartilage is a bit weakened, and it was almost coming down, it was drooping, it was almost collapsed in that region. Quite a few hairs. So my approach is just trying to separate this from the canal wall first. So just going around the back and just mopping up some of the sticky, quite sticky wax actually at the entrance, and some dead skin, and just stretching open the ear as much as I can. I'm going to put a lot of olive oil in a moment. Now this plug is also enveloped by this skin which acts like double-sided sticky tape. Hopefully you can see it on the underneath side here, it's quite glossy. So that skin not only wraps itself around the wax plug, but it attaches itself to the ear canal. It can make wax quite tricky to remove. So again, just stretching open the ear. Just going to anterior, so this is the patient's left ear, their right ear was fine. And I'm just going to the front part of the ear canal anteriorly, just trying to separate the plug from this region, and then slowly bring it forwards if I can, but I think it's possibly blocked the suction tip. I just think it unblocked itself there. Sod's law is, well, I think it's blocked there. Sod's law, when your suction tip gets blocked, you come out of the ear, which is what you want to do, because when your suction tip is blocked, when the wax suddenly unblocks itself, it's a loud, sudden shooting sound. It's very deafening. So you don't want that occurring in the patient's ear. But mind you, this patient wasn't hearing a thing. So even if an explosion went off next to this left ear, in the current state, they just weren't able to hear. But it's good practice trying to take it out. And as soon as you take it out, it unblocks itself. It's just Sod's law. Or when I go to my medical trolley where I've got my threader, a rod threader to push it through, as soon as I reach out for it, it unblocks itself. So slowly but surely we are making progress. So it is matted, which can make it a bit more difficult to vacuum. And it's the deeper wax is really, really dark. So this is more of a light brown color. So this wax is more towards the entrance. You can just see deep, and you'll have a better view in a moment. It's really dark down there. So this on the left is a layer of skin. And fortunately it's just come away. I'm following that skin to the top part of the ear canal, trying to remove that. And I think the slither of skin comes away, we shall see. And there's a bit of wax attached to the underside, but yeah, that came out well. So we are making good progress. Now you can see to the left, we can start to see the anterior canal wall. And yeah, this is right up against the drum. I can see the isthmus, the narrowing as we approach the eardrum, about 0.5 centimetre away, the ear canal narrows, and then it widens. And I can just see that narrowing in the canal. And I've got a really good suction grip, but it's just still not powerful enough now. There are larger suction tips. I'm not a big fan. Number one, it can obscure your view. Number two, it can be very noisy, although as I said, this patient's ear is quite blocked, especially if you go deeper with it. But even with the 14 gauge, which is what this is, which I feel it should be, personally speaking, it should be the biggest suction tip. If you have the correct technique, you can remove this. It's not about raw power sometimes, it's how you use that power, how you position the suction tip onto the wax, how you maneuver the wax. So you can see we've done a lot of the groundwork. We've separated all the peripheral dead skins, almost trying to release. Normally that would release the plug, and it has somewhat, but again, this has been pushed beyond the isthmus. So the ear canal narrows and then it widens, and then the wax collects in the widening. And if it's hard wax like this, it's difficult to pull it through that narrowing, but we do get there. And here I'm making minimal wriggle movements, because if they're too exaggerated, I will lose the suction and I probably just partially lost it there. So I'm really stretching open the ear. You can see the top part of the ear canal. As I said, it's not your typical oval. The top part of the ear canal is slightly drooped, collapsed. You've got a beautiful view there. I'm just trying to generate suction power. So when you put the suction tip on the wax, it's just keep it there for a few seconds just to generate that vacuum, and then giving it its little wriggle movements. And I'm also trying to glide it. I'm using the bottom of the canal wall here. I'm almost suctioning it, but almost trying to glide it across the floor of the ear canal. So obviously all the oil that we put in is very useful. It's going to lubricate it, and it is slowly coming away. And what you can't see is externally, there's a lot of force on this wax as I'm trying to bring it out. So I can feel it. I can just sense that it's starting to come away, but I might as well put some more oil in now. Using a hook pick this deep, it's going to be really tricky because this wax is rock solid. It's right up against the canal wall on the bony part of the ear, which is very sensitive, against the eardrum. It's going to be very, very, very challenging and difficult to get the hook or the pick over and beyond safely and comfortably. So hence why I'm persevering with suction, and it's very difficult to remove this with forceps because the surface is very flat. Now at the bottom it's slightly elevated, so possibly could have tried and grab onto that, but again you're going to be very close to the canal wall. And I'm just trying to wriggle this forwards. Am I going to put a splash of oil? We shall see. You can actually see the indentation of the suction tip on this part. So I'm just keeping it there, really small wriggle movements. So ideally we want the whole perimeter of the suction tip to be latched onto the wax. If there's a bit of an opening around the edge of the suction tip's also then vacuuming in air. So there's less of a vacuum being created. When that suction tip all the way around the perimeter, the diameter is in contact with the wax, you create an airtight seal. So all that suction is generated within. You can probably see how I'm trying to maneuver that suction tip. You can see it really, really moving around. But it's small wriggles. Sometimes you'll see me, it's quite big, exaggerated wriggles, but this is more of a control wriggle. And I can just sense now, or am I premature in saying that it's just come away out of the isthmus. Probably just giving my hand a rest there. Just put some oil in there just to lubricate it as I bring it forwards. I think I'm going to go around the top part in a moment. So it's somewhat mobilized. You can see it's freely moving when I'm going around in circles. I just think at the top it's a bit stuck, so we shall see, I'm pretty sure. And we're probably halfway down the canal now, so slowly but surely. I'm just going to the top, and I think I'll almost rotate this. Kind of almost roll it forwards, which you'll see. So there's a bit of skin there that was probably attached still. Just going to go back to that core bit. And it was quite a painstaking procedure. And just to the left there, where there's a bit of sticky wax, that's the second bend. So the second bend is about a third of the way in. So we know we're near the outer third, just past the halfway, and here we are. And they've got quite a bendy ear, you'll see at the end. So I'm just going to go to the top, kind of roll it down if I can, if it would allow me. So by rolling it, you're kind of bringing it closer. I'm not sure if that will work. We shall see again. I think I'm going to have to go back to that central bit where you can see the suction tip has been there. And throughout, obviously, patient comfort is the most important. So the patient was fine. I was checking because it was such a solid piece. I was worried that as I'm bringing it forwards, it's kind of got a rough exterior. It can act like sandpaper, it can graze the canal wall, but it was fine for the patient. And the oil obviously helped. It lubricated the canal wall, softened the surface, even if it's ever so slightly. You can see it's right up against the canal, very little space around this plug. Now sometimes, and I think I've just done it here, when you've got a solid plug like this, if you don't have enough suction power, you can inadvertently push it back in a little bit. And I think that's just what's happened here. So I'm just going to the top part because I've been on that central bit for a while and you can see the indentation, and it did bring it forward a little bit, but not as much as I wanted. But here I've got a much better grip now. There we are, there's the second bend, the first bend to the right, so we're near the entrance. But then it was getting it out of the entrance because the ear canal, as you went to it, kind of went down and then to the left. So I'm trying to bring this up over that step, the first and second bend. And the plug was actually wider than the entrance. So fortunately the specular was helping me trying to keep the ear canal entrance open. So this was now hanging out the ear, so it was visible with the naked eye. You can just see how dark and matted, and it just looks like an angry piece of wax. It's just, that didn't want to come out, but every dog has its day. Yeah, it's just stuck at this. Sometimes this can be more challenging than getting it off the eardrum. It's that. So we have two narrowings, one at the entrance between the first and second bend, and that's normally where wax gets trapped because it's a natural narrowing. As the wax is trying to migrate, it can get trapped there. And then you have a second narrowing near the eardrum, and both can be challenging, but sometimes the closer you work to the eardrum, obviously it's going to be more challenging because it's more sensitive. You've got the eardrum there. But in terms of physically removing the last piece, so now I'm using the pick because we're on the outer third at the cartilage region, so I'm trying to dig into it, leverage it out. I don't think you got it all out, but I did cut it up a little bit. And then I've got a feeling this is going to come out with a suction now. There's hairs at the entrance as well. It's matted to that. It's sticking. It put up a good fight, this wax plug, I must admit. So I'm going to just now look at the ear. So quite narrow, trying to quite bendy because I'm really trying to stretch and straighten it. There's the eardrum in the distance. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video, guys. Take care.